What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. King Deal, and today we're just about to eat some Red Baron frozen pizza and some uh, Texas toast, garlic bread, leftover Wingstop ranch. I'm so hungry, and I've been thinking about this all day. So yeah, pizza still fresh out the oven, but let's go and get into this garlic toast. Put that in your mouth. So I hope everybody's having a good day. Today was a pretty good day for me. I ain't gonna lie, part of me is waiting for, you know, the weather to change to be cooler. Kind of tired of the summer, just the heat. The pepperoni on the crust of this pizza is burnt. That's crazy. Um, but yeah, this Red Baron. If any of y'all know, I used to be a avid Red Baron hater. Basically, I just didn't feel like their pizza stacked up to other frozen pizzas, especially DiGiorno. But in recent times, especially when they came out with this fully loaded, I think it's called fully loaded ultimate pepperoni pizza. Then they got like a meat pizza, and I think a nasty ass supreme. But the point is, I feel like with these pizzas, they kind of stepped it up, and I'm starting to like DiGiorno less and less, and like Red Baron more and more. But one thing I can say that I'm kind of upset about that I thought about today was the criminally um, non-existent representation of a Detroit style deep dish pizza. You got the Motor City Detroit pizza, which is fire, but that's the only like frozen pizza that's of that style. You got all these trash thin crust pizzas and stuff, but no deep dish. Don't get me wrong. A nice rising crust or a stuffed crust, stuff like that. I like those pizzas. Love those pizzas. But sometimes you just really want that square pizza. And other than like Little Caesars, I think I got maybe one or two pizza chains in my area that make that kind of pizza. But, you know, hell, I haven't had the deep dish from Little Caesars in a while. Mm. But Yeah, that's just something I kind of noticed because when Great Value like started coming out with more like pizzas that they put on the shelves or whatever, um, I noticed for a brief while they had a Great Value Detroit deep dish pizza, and I was gonna get it, but they ran out, and I've never seen it back since. So I'm mad about that because I missed my opportunity. You know. So I'm gonna need these frozen pizzas to start coming out with some Detroit deep dish or something. Mm. But yeah, man, I got excited when I seen Little Caesars came out with a new pizza and Crazy Puffs, but you know the whole onions and mushroom thing. So I was like, got miss out on this one. So I'll just give a from afar type of like review of it. As far as like the idea of them finally coming out with such a pizza and having a different kind of pizza sauce, um, I gotta give them credit for that at least. Give them points for that at least. But I feel like Little Caesars could be even more next level if they bring in more sauces, right? And be able to give you more free reign to have different kind of like combinations of the pizzas you make, similar to like Domino's and Papa John's and all that. Because not having a white sauce option is criminal. I don't care about buffalo and barbecue and all that kind of stuff, but to have like a solid white sauce, I feel like it's necessary. And also allowing for the cheese sauce that they put on their pretzel crust pizzas as a regular menu option could be pretty cool too. But I was watching King Strat's video reviewing the Little Caesars pizza and Crazy Puffs the other day, and at least as far as like his location is concerned, he said that he got a significantly like amount of like peppers and onions versus the steak, you know, on his. So I definitely wouldn't be a fan of that. I want to make a special shout out. I'm a day late because it slipped my mind. Um, but happy belated birthday to my beautiful, wonderful Auntie Angela of Angela Eats Picky Palette. Um, you're an amazing woman. I love you so much. You know, I appreciate you. We really do feel like family, and it's a beautiful thing. It's an amazing thing, you know. Um, I wish you many more years of life and adventure and stuff like that. You know, many more years of great tacos and stuff. So I want y'all to watch. I want y'all to wish my auntie Angela a happy birthday in the comment section. Trying to attempt to go a whole month just eating sandwiches like ham and turkey. No, no pizza, no burgers, chicken wings, nothing like that. No snacks, no candy, or that's gonna be hard as hell. That's gonna be a long ass month. Now the thing about this is that it's something that I know I can do. The problem is I haven't ever sat there and not eaten all of my favorite foods at the same time, right? I can go a little while without eating pizza because I can just eat burgers or just eat chicken wings. You know what I'm saying? But to not eat pretty much all the stuff that I really love to eat the most and just eat one type of food, that's gonna be tough. I will say this though. So as far as like long form, if we set it up and move in that direction for a month, that'll be what it is. But shorts will still be. I'm not talking about shorts broken up from long form. I'm talking about like just straight up shorts made with my phone. Like if I'm reviewing a new like snack or candy or something, I got to do it at least. Really, I think the best time to do something like this would be when ain't nobody releasing nothing new or nothing crazy. So imagine picking the worst possible time to try to do something like this. To try to do something like this, and everybody's coming out with stuff, and it's all heat. Like, so just this pizza alone, like this frozen pizza, in total for the whole thing is 200. I want to say it's 2,220 calories for the whole thing. That's for a small ass frozen pizza. Not to mention that I add the additional shredded cheese. Then I got these, and I'm dipping it in Wingstop ranch. You might as well say we're looking at over 3,000 calories in just this. And then here's the thing as well. At some point, I'm going to have to make this adjustment. I'm going to have to make this adjustment whether I like it or not. And um, so let's say I do this month-long sandwich fast diet thing or whatever. Um, I'm successful with it. I lose a decent amount of weight and just cleaner eating overall because I've cut out all the grease and stuff from wings, burgers, and pizza. And I've significantly cut out a lot of the additional sugars and stuff from like the cakes and candy and stuff like that. I can't just come back and just eat how I eat. I can still eat this stuff, but do, which is the smart and logical thing to do, which is you're just taking bites of certain things, trying it, eating it, but you're not eating the whole thing. You save some for another day, or you give it away, whatever the case may be, and you go about your day. And if you have to still really consume other stuff, then it's healthier stuff. That's the way I should move. But it's easier said than done. Because it's easy for people to look at you, seeing, oh, you know what I'm saying, the type of content you make, oh, the food you eat, and think that you're just a fat slob who doesn't have any kind of like self awareness or self control. I have both. Like, I'm fully aware that, I could cut back on a lot of this stuff. Stopping is not an option because I love doing it. And plus, nobody want to see no boring ass healthy food. It's how you do it, though. Fellow YouTuber Cody Childs was a bigger white guy. He wasn't huge or nothing, but he wasn't as bodaciously good looking as he is now. Um, I forgot what he said, the things he was doing to kind of lose weight. But as far as like still making content, I don't know if he was really eating a lot of the food before, but he definitely not eating a lot of the food now. You just do like you're supposed to. You take a couple of bites, enjoy what you're eating, but then you put that crap down and you put it away. Now, I think he was going to the gym or something, I think. So, even though he looks the same to me, if you were to go back and look at like older videos from a few years ago, he probably was bigger. You can see a difference. My favorite foodie YouTuber, King Scratch, it's easy to see a difference in him because there was a period where he had the fat face and all that kind of stuff, and he locked in, and like he's like way slimmer than he was then. He was always pretty jacked dude, but he was still jacked and had a fat face and stuff like that. So, and there's very few who's probably more consistent than him on this platform in terms of pumping out content every day. Eating a variety of different things. So, and still able to maintain. Obviously, he does work out, stuff like that too, but I'm just saying, it can happen. So, for anybody thinking, oh, you got to sit there and eat nothing but broccoli and chicken breast, no seasoning, no flavor. And you can't drink cold drinks. You can't drink zero sugar and all this other kind of stuff. Stop it. At the end of the day, the most important component about weight loss is calories. Calories in, calories out. The simplest way of putting it is that you have 3 levels of calories, right? That's how I look at it. You have 3 levels of calories. You have the calories where you can lose weight. You have the calories where you can maintain. And then you have the calories when you can just blow up, gain weight. The calories where you lose weight is that if your set calories to be able to maintain is about 2,500, then you would have to eat within that calorie range, that amount or less to be able to maintain. Eating less than that would allow you to lose weight, and then if you eat more than that on a consistent basis, then obviously you're going to gain. I don't know if that made sense to any of y'all, but it makes sense. Because that's how I was kind of doing it before, right? I was going based off of how much I could eat and maintain, and then, how much I can eat and be able to lose. So staying within that range helped me versus, eventually just like letting go of all that and just going like crazy and just eating all kinds of crap and going way above your calories. So but we're gonna do it somehow, but it's gonna be it for this video. I love y'all, appreciate y'all. Until next time, peace out. King Deal production.